Thank you, Mr. Chairman and members. This legislation relates to the qualifications for special judges. Currently, retired or former statutory probate judges are not able to serve as special judges in Texas. Special judges hear cases referred to them by district courts, statutory probate courts, and statutory county courts. Statutory probate judges were inadvertently overlooked when the state was considering solutions to overcrowded civil dockets. House Bill 1923 would add statutory probate court to the list of possible courts that authorize or qualify a retired or former judge to serve as a special judge. Interested parties contend that authorizing a retired statutory probate court judge to serve as a special judge would help lessen the burden on overcrowded civil dockets. Currently in Texas, civil or family lawsuits that are pending in a district court, statutory probate court, or statutory county court can be referred by the presiding judge to a special judge as a form of alternative dispute resolution, ADR. Special judges conduct the trial without a jury and have identical powers as the referring judge, except they cannot hold anyone other than witnesses in contempt of court. There are several requirements to qualify as a special judge. They're all found in the Civil Practices and Remedies Code, Section 151.003. Special judges must have served at least 4 years as a judge in the list of approved courts. Currently, only district courts, statutory county courts, and appellate courts are listed. A qualified judge must have developed substantial experience in their area of specialty. A qualified judge cannot have been removed for discipline or resigned while under investigation, and a qualified judge must show completion of at least 5 days of continuing legal education each year. This legislation, House Bill 1923, doesn't change these requirements or qualifications. It would simply add statutory probate court to the list of approved courts in statute.
Okay. Any questions for Mr. Neistat? Okay. If not, we will go ahead and, if you're ready, anyone you want to call as a first witness?
Yes, Judge Guy Herman, probate court judge.
Okay.
I apologize, sir. I have not signed that.
Okay.
Well, I'll vouch for him.
Okay. I'll tell you what, while Judge Herman is signing up, we'll go ahead and call another witness if that's okay. We have Christy Hood here on behalf of herself against the bill. Ms. Hood? Okay, we have Sherry Johnston. Oh, is Ms. Hood here? I'm sorry, come on up. I didn't see you headed this way.
Hi, I'm not going to go through the whole list. You guys remember me from last time, I hope.
Well, do tell us who you are and your position on the bill.
Certainly. First of all, thank you for allowing me to speak. My name is Christy Hood. I'm against the bill. And once again, I need to point out the doctrine of separation of powers. And I cannot believe that a sitting judge is once again, for the 3rd time in a row, going to get a complaint. This Commission on Judicial Conduct for violating judicial canon and being here. Okay, now, as the representative pointed out, the only change is probate court judge. Well, currently there are 3 special probate judges hearing probate courts cases in San Antonio. Judge Jackson Spencer, Judge Birdwell, and Judge Kazan. Is the representative saying that at this point these judges are acting illegally? I don't believe so. I believe this bill, as he stated, was suggested by interested parties and is a piece of fluff that's wasting taxpayers' dollars and your committee's time. And that's all I have to say. Do you have any questions?
No, we appreciate you being here, Ms. Hood. Any questions for Ms. Hood? Thank you very much for being here.
Thank you.
Judge Herman, is Judge Herman registered?
Good afternoon, Chairman Smithy. I am Guy Herman. I'm presiding statutory probate court judge here in the state of Texas, and I am here in support of Representative Neystat's bill. There is an alternative dispute resolution mechanism called private judge or however the title is written, but essentially people can leave the courthouse and have trials in front of district court, county court at law, retired judges, and the one group that's not listed in there is statutory probate court judges. And it is something that we believe was not put in the statute because many times when there's legislation that passes here, they think that all county-created courts are statutory county courts when there's actually statutory county courts and statutory probate courts. This bill would rectify the situation, would allow a statutory probate court retired judge sit in a alternative dispute resolution as a special judge under the statute, along with the other judges that are listed. The statutory probate court judges have met. We voted unanimously to support this legislation, and we're pleased that Representative Neystat has filed it, and we urge this committee to report it out favorably.
Thank you, Judge. Any questions for Judge Herman? Thank you once again for being here. We have Sherry Johnston here on behalf of herself against the bill.
Good morning. I'm Sherry Johnston, and I would like to vote against the bill for the simple reason probate court takes away the constitutional rights of us as citizens. And I don't think that a probate court judge does anything to help us as citizens. I think they do more harm than good when it comes to us as citizens. I would like to say when a probate judge is through, he is through. And thank you for your time.
Well, thank you for your time. Any questions of Ms. Johnson? Thank you. We appreciate you being here. We also have Debbie Valdez on behalf of herself and Grade, and who is here against the bill. Thank you, Ms. Valdez.
Hello, how are you this afternoon? My name is Debbie Salinas Valdez, and I'm from San Antonio, Texas. I'm a volunteer advocate for the elderly and the disabled, and our organization is called Guardianship Reform Advocates for the Disabled and Elderly. And I'm also up testifying on behalf of myself.
And you're testifying against the bill?
I am testifying against the bill, and the reason I'm testifying against this bill is the work that I do. I'm compassionate about the work that I do. There are very few people that advocate like I do and the organization do. And since we started Grade, we have had nothing but complaints about all the probate judges. Well, I can say numerous of them. I think there's, 18 of them now? But throughout the state of Texas, probate judges are not protecting the civil rights of our elderly and disabled population, nor are they protecting the rights of the families who come and want to defend their elderly or incapacitated loved ones. And so when I come to testify before y'all today, it is in good faith, and it is with sincere desire to make changes for our most vulnerable in the state of Texas. I do not come here to lie to you. I do not come here to judge anyone. I am coming here to make a difference in the lives of our most vulnerable and hopefully in our own, because one day we'll be before a probate judge or one of our family members will. A couple of weeks ago, I testified at the State Affairs Committee, and I testified on behalf of the hundreds of thousands of dollars that are being fleeced out of the estates of our elderly population. After the hearing, I was attacked by Judge Herman outside the Senate chamber, and I was called a liar 3 times.
Well, let's don't get into conduct.
Well, this is, okay, and I would just like...
If you could confine yourself just to the bill.
Okay, I'm confining myself to the bill because I believe that we have created in the Estates Code a system that provides more abuse to our elderly and vulnerable populations, and it becomes an entrapment. And I believe that our probate judges, if we're going to have them sitting after they retire, that they will continue to proceed with the same behavior as they do while they're sitting judges. And it's not going to benefit our elderly or disabled population. And that's why I'm against the bill.
Okay, we appreciate you being here. Members, any questions for Ms. Valdez? Thank you for being here. Anyone else here to testify for or against or on House Bill 1923? If not, Mr. Neistat, you want to close?
Members, there's no question but that we have overcrowded civil dockets, and we should make every effort to lessen the burden on these civil dockets that are so overcrowded. All this bill does, and again, it doesn't change any requirements or qualifications, and it is not intended to pass judgment on the role or effectiveness of any judges, including statutory probate court judges, but it's an effort to deal with the issue of overcrowded civil dockets. And what this bill does, it simply adds statutory probate court to the list of approved courts in statute. That's what it does, so that if and when necessary or recommended, a retired or former statutory probate court judge could be considered to serve as a special judge. That's all it does. It doesn't mandate anything, and I certainly thank you for your consideration.
Thank you, Mr. Neistat. You know, we had 3 ladies that testified against the bill. Have they visited with you about it at all? Or, no? Okay, I'd encourage them to come by and just. Well, ma'am, I can't. It doesn't matter whether it's true or not. Mr. Neistat's very reasonable, and if you'll just kind of get with them and report back to the committee, and if there's anything that can be worked out on that, I think we'd all appreciate it. We certainly are sensitive to what these witnesses say, and so we just appreciate that. So, sure. Any other questions for Mr. Neistat?
Thank you, members, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Mr. Neistat. If there's no objection, members, the chair would leave House Bill 1923 pending at this time. And Mr. Kiffer, are you ready? You've only got a couple of witnesses, I think. So the chair would lay out House Bill 20.